Coming up on Night Vision News, Wartburg makes an education endorsement available online.
A jazzercise studio comes to Waverly.
And President Coulson shares information about coronavirus. Good morning and welcome to Night Vision News. I'm Juliana Pelaez.
And I'm Rachel Green. Thank you for joining us.
COVID-19 is now a global pandemic. Wartburg College has announced preventative measures. College President Dr. Darrell Coulson made the decision to continue holding all classes on the Wartburg College campus for the remainder of the winter semester. However, because of the outbreak, all college-sanctioned travel has been canceled for the remainder of the academic year. This includes all concerts, tours, and service trips that typically take place over 2 weeks, the week-long break between the winter and May term. Travel for May term classes that were scheduled to travel domestically or abroad has also been canceled.
In an email released to students, President Coulson shared, "It pains me to say this to you, for I believe that those trips provide some of the most powerful learning opportunities you can experience. Nevertheless, we must respond prudently to the spread of the new coronavirus and the disease it causes, COVID-19.
President Coulson also stated that Wartburg plans to find alternative solutions for all May term travel so students will still be able to receive class credits, as well as to receive as much refunded money as possible from the planned trips. Wartburg Student Body President Trevor Hurd said, "At this time, I believe that Wartburg College is working diligently to understand the scientific nature of COVID-19 and prepare accordingly. It is Wartburg's responsibility to look out for the welfare of its students, and I'm obliged to believe that they are seeking to do just that. I encourage any concerned or curious students to direct their attention to Info Center, where they will find a link to view updates regarding Wartburg's plan of action."
Wartburg has been the latest Iowa college to cancel trips after state universities also made the decision earlier in the week to suspend school travel as well as to move to classes online. We will continue to bring you updates as this story continues.
Wartburg College Sustainability is competing in an event called Recyclemania from February 5th to March 31st. Recyclemania is a competition among over 600 colleges and universities across the country on waste management skills to see what campus produces the least waste. During the event, they track multiple statistics about waste management on campus, such as landfill waste, compost, and the amount of material recycled.
The main goal is to spread awareness, get more people recycling, get more people engaged in recycling, know how to recycle, know how to live more sustainably. That's the biggest goal, is to get people aware, get people engaged, get people involved.
There will be an upcoming showcase on sustainability and recycling on March 20th in the White House Business Center, room 116. If you would like more information on sustainability on campus, contact sustainability@wartburg.edu.
Before winter break, the Wartburg Chapel hosted their annual Ash Wednesday service. This service took place in the chapel early Wednesday morning. The service represented the beginnings of the season of Lent on campus, which lasts until Easter. As a Lutheran school, the service means a lot to faculty and students. After the break, we take a look at a new Waverly business.
Hey Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry, I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Do clouds take naps?
I couldn't tell you.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
And I can't change, even if I try, even if I wanted to. My love, she keeps me warm. 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 She keeps me warm.
We are neighbors and best friends.
I love my sister.
My heart doesn't see race. Love is love.
Our family is no less than any other family.
Love is kind.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
On March 1st, a new jazzercise studio opened its doors for its first session.
The new business, Waverly Jazzercise in downtown Waverly, features dance with fun music for all audiences. Along with its upbeat curriculum, Jazzercise also has an extensive history.
One of the things that Jazzercise has had a little bit of a hard time with over the years is getting away from the stigma that it's all about leg warmers and big hair and leotards, neon. And so I think that's why I was really skeptical of the program the first time I tried it, was because I had it stuck in my mind that it was like dance fitness from the 80s. But the cool thing about Jazzercise, it's one of the longest running fitness programs ever. Like I said, it's going on 51 years. And it's constantly changing. So, you know, back in the 80s, yeah, it was definitely different than it is right now.
Even with that stigma, Jazzercise has still continued to bring an upbeat fitness workout for all audiences.
My goal is just to spread the word to as many people as possible, get as many people in the community involved. It's just such a great program. It combines fitness, fun, and friendship, and I want to share the experience that I've had with Jazzercise with everyone.
Alongside the style of fitness in Jazzercise, instructors also offer extra guidance and encouragement for all students.
A lot of times people will say, well, I don't know how to dance, and that is okay. In fact, growing up, I could never get a part in our high school musicals because I could never get the choreography down. So one of the things that we take a lot of pride in is really helping our students become comfortable with the moves that we're doing. We spend a lot of time on the stage, cueing them, showing them exactly how to do the movements so that they feel really confident. And the more you come back, the easier those movements and routines become for you. But one of the things that we really like to stress is that we are here to support anybody that walks through our door, and we're cheering you on. So if you come up and walk onto this dance floor, you're going to feel nothing but love.
Overall, Waverly Jazzercise hopes to get more people dancing to the beat. For Night Vision News, I'm Gina Bowick.
For class times, visit the Waverly Jazzercise Facebook page.
Wartburg's Department of Education is hoping to make one endorsement more accessible to obtain. English as a second language is one of the endorsements offered to Wartburg students studying education. With this endorsement, educators are able to assist students learning English while still covering classroom material. Educators will now have the opportunity to obtain this endorsement through a new online 12-month program through the college. The program intends to certify teachers in order to educate the growing population of students learning English.
You know, it's not as exotic as some people might think it is. It's very local and it's a very immediate need.
With the endorsement now available online, Wartburg hopes to reach teachers in service and give them the proper training to educate their students.
Even when you have one student from a different country or one student who is learning a language, you can assist those one students even better.
Reporting for Night Vision News, I'm Rachel Green. For those interested in learning more about the endorsement, visit wartburg.edu/education. Now let's take a look at our 7-day forecast. Juliana, what can we expect for the week?
Well, we are seeing a little bit more of our spring weather change. So we are going to be in the 40s to about 50s. So Friday we'll have a high of 45 and a low of 27. Then Saturday we'll be having a high of 40 and then a low of 26. Sunday we'll be having a high of 44 and then a low of 29. Then Monday we'll be having a high of 47 and then a low of 35. Then Tuesday we get it up to the 50s, which is with the high of 50, a low of 36. Wednesday we'll be seeing a high of 52, a low of 44, and then Thursday we'll be seeing a high of 51 and a low of 43. So after the break, Rachel sits down to talk with the co-presidents of Wartburg Alliance.
What are you doing in there?
What's that?
I wouldn't do that. What are you doing? What are you looking for?
Welcome back. Joining me in the studio now are Wartburg Alliance co-presidents Ari Redding and Harvey. Thank you both for joining us today.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
For those who don't know, could you explain what Alliance is?
Sure.
Alliance is a safe space for LGBTQ plus members to come and just be there, hang out, have a safe space to talk about their feelings. It's really it's anonymous as well too, so we don't have a set list of your names if you don't want to be seen there.
Wonderful. So Alliance also hosts many events throughout the year. One of the biggest events, Gala Week, is coming up next week. What all can students expect from the week?
Sure, we have events planned every day, Monday through Friday, and then the big finale is the drag show on Saturday. So some things through the week we have our game night, trivia night, we have Reading Rainbow where we go to the public library and read to kids LGBT-friendly books. We have a collaboration with the African Representative Council for a party at Deer's House on Friday. And we also have What's the LGBT? So we're going to discuss politics and just hot topics regarding the LGBT community. We'll also have someone in chapel giving a message regarding their experience being a part of the LGBT community and ministry as well.
Wonderful. So lots of great events to look forward to. Obviously, one of the most exciting events for students is the drag show
For sure.
on Saturday night. What all goes into preparing that?
So for the drag show, just because this is my second year as president, honestly, it's a lot of collaboration with our advisors as well as Newman Crew. They're really great. They do a lot for us. We get the performing set list ready and just kind of get things in order. Most of our planning goes into the rest of the week, and we kind of just leave Saturday to Newman Crew. I mean, we sell T-shirts and things like that. And one good thing is this year it's free to students. So in the past we've charged $2 for students, but now it's just going to be free. So for the public it's $5, but most of what goes into it is just collaboration and communication.
Are the performers in the drag show students or community members, or who are those performers?
We have a mix. We have students, we have faculty and staff, we have people from the community. Yeah, we have alumni. It's a really good mix.
Wonderful. So there's lots of people involved with the drag show, but as you mentioned, there's lots of people involved all week besides Alliance. What kind of other organizations are you collaborating with, and why is it important for those collaborations?
Well, on Monday, we're collaborating with the Reading Rainbow. We're going to be reading to kids. I just think for that, it's important to get that out there and talk to children about issues that they're going to have to deal with when they're older. And then on Tuesday, we are doing a discussion, not a panel, with SAFE, which a lot of LGBTQ members have a lot of mental health issues. So it's very good to collaborate with that. And this is one of the only times we can do that throughout the year. And then chapel, it's always good to talk about homosexuality in the Bible because a lot of people think it's a big no-no, but it actually meshes together quite well and people can deal with a lot of things throughout their religion.
Wonderful. There's lots of exciting things. What are you both looking most forward to?
I can't wait for the drag show.
I'm very excited. It's always a great time, and Ari gets her fancy rainbow fanny packs.
Oh yeah, I can't wait for that.
Oh, that is exciting. Well, thank you again for joining us today. Keep it here after the break.
See on page 4 that the projections need to be tornado next Thursday.
Seriously? Thursday? Can't do that.
This is really inconvenient.
I have yoga that day.
I have no time for this. So I can't do Thursday, but I can do Friday.
Disasters don't plan ahead. You can. Talk to your loved ones about how you're going to be ready in an emergency. Don't wait. Communicate.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
When I first saw a turtle, my heart was full. Now I'm anything but lonely.
We have this deep connection, this heart connection.
He just wants to be close to you and part of your life.
Every day with Turtle is a perfect day. He's an incredible companion and my best friend.
When I'm holding her, it makes me feel calmer. It's a sensory thing. It's a thing with Asperger's.
I've seen adults react to my daughter when she has meltdowns, like she's from a different planet. And this little animal just sat next to my child and was just like, it's gonna be cool.
When I retired from the Navy, I found myself on a void in my life that had been filled by the people that I served with. Tommy really brought an important factor to my life. I think everything he does shows how much he loves us.
When we adopt a shelter pet, we discover they're a little bit of a lot of things.
But they're all pure love.
This year, patriotism shouldn't just be about pride of country. It should be about love. Remember that to love America is to love all Americans, because love has no labels.
Welcome to Night Vision Sports. I am Joshua Hamlin. We have big news about Wartburg in Division III sports going forward. The COVID-19 is making a major impact on NCAA Division III championships events. The NCAA released a statement Thursday, March 12th, canceling all winter and spring championships in response to the COVID-19 outbreak. One of the events canceled is the Division III Wrestling Championships that was set to be held this weekend at the U.S. Cellular Center in Cedar Rapids. Wrestling coach Eric Keller shared his concern for the wrestlers.
We're heartbroken for these student athletes, and especially guys that are seniors that they don't get another chance. And most of these guys have done this their whole life, and get a chance to wrestle in NCAA championships is it's the pinnacle. It's what you work for, and it's kind of we're still in shock, with how quick it all went down. But we're trying to put some perspective on it and help these guys through it.
Another event that was impacted by the cancellations was the Division III Indoor Track and Field Championships in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Wartburg Track and Field National Qualifier Jackie Ganshert said, "I am heartbroken. We are all heartbroken. We have a lot of questions with no answers. We've had a lot of people overcome a lot of obstacles, so it hurts to have everything just stripped away in an instant. A lot of tears and frustration, but I am extremely proud to be surrounded by this family." On Thursday, March 12, the American Rivers Conference stated that the President's Council will be discussing spring sports scheduling within the next 24 hours and will release an official statement at the appropriate time. Wartburg's 5th-ranked basketball team was stunned by 11th-ranked Whitman Blues last Saturday in the second round of the NCAA tournament. Wartburg got off to a hot start, leading by 8 at the half. The Knights held Whitman to 28.5% in the first 20 minutes. Even with the 8-point lead at half, Whitman bounced back late in the game. 2 free throws with 1 minute and 22 seconds left in the game would set up for a thrilling finish for the Blues. With 35 seconds remaining, Wartburg's Torrey Hazard kept it interesting by hitting a layup, making it a 1-point lead. Whitman then forced the Knights into foul trouble and went on to seal the deal. Despite the loss, Torrey Hazard led the Knights with 15 points, while Amanda Brainerd followed with 14. The Knights finished their season with a 25-4 record, while Whitman advances to the round of 16. After the break, Wartburg Opera makes some noise.
Some things in your medicine cabinet are more dangerous than others. When it comes to prescription drugs, opioid pain medicines can be addictive and even deadly. Keeping unused opioid medicines in your home is risky. Half the people who misuse prescription pain medicines get them from a friend or family member. Over 100 Americans die every day from an opioid overdose, and millions are addicted to opioids. But you can be part of the solution to the opioid crisis. Go through your medicine cabinets, drawers, anywhere you keep unused opioid pills, patches, or syrups, and find out how to dispose of them safely. Visit fda.gov/drug disposal for details and remove the risk of opioids in your home.
Because of you, I felt hopeless.
I know it was a joke, but it still hurt me.
Because of you, I felt wanted and not alone in this world.
Because you said hi to me on the first day of school, I felt included and I knew that I was going to be okay.
Do you know what to do if you're stuck on the railroad crossing? Get out of your vehicle. If a train is not approaching, find the blue and white emergency notification system sign on the traffic signs at the crossing. For help, call the number on the sign and give them the crossing number so they know your location and can alert train traffic. Remember, find the blue and white to save your life.
The Wartburg Opera is receiving a long-dead visitor, Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart. The comic opera The Marriage of Figaro will be performed by the Wartburg Opera Workshop in the McCaskey Lyceum at 7 p.m. Friday and Saturday, March 13th and 14th. The opera tells the story of two servants getting married against their employer's wishes. Admission is $15 for adults, but free with the Wartburg ID for students.
Taking a look back at today's top stories, Wartburg offers the ESL endorsement online, Jazzercise comes to Waverly, and the coronavirus has canceled tour week and May term travel. Thanks for tuning in to Night Vision News.
To stay up to date with all of our content, be sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Nightwear.
Thanks for joining us today. For Juliana Pelaez and Joshua Hamlin, I'm Rachel Green. Have a great day.